celebrated in our family. Okay,
Okay,
so
thank
this
you.
is how it should be. This is how it should be answered. Okay, now Veena, you tell me. I have asked you several times that if you win a lottery, what would you do? What are your aspirations? Where you want to see yourself after 5 years? And you have always told me that you want to be a super mom, you want to be a master chef, and you want to go for a world tour with your family. If I am not very wrong, right? Now,
Uh,
am I right? My answers are correct. That has been your answer for most of the time.
you are asking me, Veena.
No, 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 no.
Khushbu,
We
Khushbu
were with
went.
Khushbu.
Yeah, she went. I think so.
Okay, 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 okay. Fine. Okay, so Veena, here we come again. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Veena, please tell me that where do you reside in? Firstly, that is my question. Where do you stay in?
Uh, I basically I'm staying here with my parents in Jamshedpur, but now I am with my aunt in
Okay.
Ranchi.
Okay, okay. Veena, tell me something about your hometown. How nostalgic you are about your hometown experiences.
I'm from Jamshedpur. It's a very beautiful
Hmm.
city. There are two rivers, Swanreka and Kharkai. It's surrounded with the two rivers, and we have one mountain which is very famous. It's called Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary, in which you can find elephant, tigers, and many other wild animals. And we have wildlife safaris also, which you can do in Dalma Sanctuary. Uh, and there is elephant ride in that safari. And there is a park, that is Jubilee Park, which was built by JRD
Vina,
Tata.
is this actually the description of your hometown? I asked about your hometown.
Yes, I am from
Do you
Jamshedpur.
find. No, I am asking about your hometown. So please tell me something which relates to the town stories, because these descriptions are mostly about the nature and what are the natural resources that the city Jamshedpur is blessed with. We all understand that. But tell me something about the town experiences.
Yeah,
How Jamshedpur was as a town itself.
it's a very clean city. Basically,
Mhm.
because it is run by the Tata Steel Group, and it is every day cleaned by
Right.
the Tata Steel Group. Every day the road is cleaned, and first there is a vehicle who comes with the water. It flows on the road, and then it is swiped with the broom. And in the evening they spray a mosquito, uh, I think so, gas. There is a gas which is sprayed all over the city with, to protect the citizen from the mosquitoes. These are the two basic things which Tata Steel is providing to every citizen. And
Okay, so whenever you are answering about your hometown, please keep one thing in mind, that you should put the best possible adjectives you know about the description that you are depicting. Okay, so
okay.
please put it in this way that whenever I talk about my hometown Jamshedpur, I feel glad to recollect my childhood memories. I was taught the basics of health and hygiene, seeing the city Jamshedpur being maintained. It being an industrial city is maintained by the Tata Group, and the Tata Steel being the pioneer in maintenance. Every morning, the roads are cleaned, health and hygiene are taken good care of by the people, and more importantly, it's full of green, broad roads. It's a beautiful city anyone can actually dream of having their home place to be. Okay, please put it in a beautiful way so that somebody who is listening to you can actually visualize the entire picture of the story with your words. That's very important.
Yes.
I am not a Jamshedpurian, right? I have not been there, but I can see the city, I can see the description with your words, and that marks the difference.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So tell me, how do you handle criticism? You approach to be a very positive person and very enthusiastic, but I'm sure that in life and in family you are also criticized by some people at some time. How do you handle that?
I just ignore them. if the criticism, if I hear some criticism, I just ignore that person or ignore the thing which I am hearing, and I just move on in my life. Because in life, you will hear criticism. If you are doing good thing, then also you will hear criticism. If you are doing bad thing also, you will hear criticism. So I just ignore them and I move on in my life.
Is it like that you believe ignorance is bliss? Do you stand by the statement?
Because if I don't ignore those things, that will
Do you
yes,
stand by the
yes,
statement that
yes,
ignorance is
yes,
bliss?
yes, ignorance, it's good to ignore those things. I believe that.
What do you do, Veena, if the criticism comes from such near and dear ones whom you actually cannot ignore? Like your husband, like your parents, like your in laws, with whom you are actually bound to share your life. If the criticism comes from them, then what do? You cannot avoid them all the time. You cannot actually ignore them all the time. What do you do then?
I actually I hear also there are some things which I hear. So I just sit in the room and I realize what's the wrong I'm doing. Is the thing what I'm doing is wrong or right? If I think that is the right thing, then I will not go and say sorry. If I will go, if I see that it's a wrong thing what I am doing, I'll go and say sorry to them. Yes, you are right. I was wrong in this case. This way, I just manage my
Do
life.
you think that criticism is more about being right or wrong, or it is more of a perception? When
It's
do we
just
criticize? When somebody else's perceptions do
fam-
not match with ours, then only we criticize, right? It is not
family
about being right
criticize,
or wrong.
no, family criticize for the thing which you are doing good or bad. But the other criticism comes when you are doing good thing also, they criticize. Oh, she is doing teaching, everyone is doing teaching. This way criticism is coming to me. So
Hmm.
I just take it positively. Okay, if I am teaching, I have to be a very good teacher in my life, to show them, yes, you motivated me to become a very good teacher.
Okay. Okay, so you take criticism in a positive way and you
Yes.
actually prove that what you aspired for, you are doing it productively. That is
Yes.
really wonderful. When you're given a chance, would you like to do some anything for the society, for the underprivileged?
Yes, in five
Do
years,
you have any aspiration like that?
yes, in 5 years, I'm going to open my own school, which I have discussed. And in
Hmm.
that school,
I remember you told me
yes,
that.
in that school, I'll give 50% student free education. This is for the
Oh, that's
society.
wonderful. That's really wonderful. That you are going to give free education to the 50% of the students who are not well off financially. That
Yes.
is really so nice to know. Vida, the last question to you. If you were given a chance, would you like to do something for the society?
Hello, I'm not able to hear. Hello.
The
Yes.
last question to you, Vida. The last question to you. If you are given a lottery value of prize money 1 crore, what would you do with that money?
The school which is going to be open in 5 years, it will be open in this year only. I will just go and open my own
Okay.
school.
that
The dream which is,
that's a
because
wonderful, delightful answer.
I'm collecting money for that school. So if I won a lottery, then I'll
Oh,
open that
that's
school.
wonderful.
Thank
That's
you.
wonderful, and it also shows that you are very convinced in whatever you want to pursue, and there is nothing in your mind except the school right now. And I wish you all the very best so that you can make that dream a reality as soon as possible.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Veena.
ma'am.
Thank you for being here with us. And with that, shall we move on to Supriya Pandey?
Yes,
Supriya?
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Good evening. Are we
Yes,
meeting
ma'am.
for the first
Good
time?
evening, ma'am.
Are we? Good evening. Are we meeting for the first time? I believe yes.
Yes.
We are meeting for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
first time, right? Okay. So, Supriya, please tell me
Yes, ma'am.
something about yourself. Very short, very tight. Some information that you want to share about yourself to me as a human being. You don't have to tell me your name, age, date of birth, place of birth like that. Please tell me something about which I can frame an idea about how Supriya is as a human being.
Ma'am, Supriya is a so innocent kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
I love helping other people. I love helping my family if I can. I find positivity in everything. I never fight for anything. I just accept my mistakes if I did, and then I work upon it. That's all I am.
Do you really think that if you don't fight for anything, you will get what you want very easily in every aspect? Will you get that?
No, I know मैम it's not possible if I'm not fighting. तो अगर मैं कोई fight नहीं भी करती हूँ तो मुझे वो चीज नहीं मिलेगी. I know, but I I believe that if fight is necessary, then only do. Otherwise, stay like this.
Okay. You defined yourself to be very innocent. Can you tell me one experience of yours for which you have faced very bad consequences of being innocent? Has innocence given you a reward which is very pathetic to you, which you did not deserve at your own, which you did not deserve at your own?
Yes, ma'am. It's experience of my love life.
Okay, this is the experience of your love life. Okay, if it is not personal, if it is not too personal, would you like to share in 2 lines what happened to you?
It's like I believe that person. I did everything for him. He said I don't have time to talk. I'll adjust it. But in return, I get ditched.
Life will, of course, give you a next chance.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you prefer to remain the same innocent girl again after this pain?
After this, when I don't want to with that innocent girl. That's why I'm trying to modify myself.
Okay, how? What are the steps that you are following to modify yourself?
And now I don't trust people easily. First of all, I know them. I'll
Okay,
find what they are doing. Yes, ma'am.
okay, okay. So, do you consider innocence as your strength or as your weakness?
As my weakness, ma'am.
Okay, so you know that there is an analysis called SWOT analysis: strength,
Yes, ma'am.
weakness, opportunities, and threat, right? So if you can
Yes, ma'am.
turn your weaknesses into your strength, you can actually convert the threats into opportunities. So you told me that you are not trusting people very easily right now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
as a human being, what do you feel? Trusting people is a good virtue or a bad virtue?
Ma'am, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's bad also. As in my case, if we
Okay,
don't trust and if we don't trust anyone, we can't help them. Like if people are,
except relationships, what are your highest aspirations in your life that you want to achieve in next 5 years? Relationship can be one goal of life, right?
I want to
But
be
it
a
cannot be the only goal. What are the other
yes,
goals that you want to achieve in the
yes,
next
ma'am.
5 years of your life?
I want to be an account manager in next 5 years.
You want to be an account manager in next 5 years, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And you have certain
And
dreams in your life?
yes, ma'am. I have dreamed to be a dancer. I have
Okay.
dreamed to take a dance classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely do this.
That's wonderful. And
Yes, ma'am.
can you please tell me that if you are criticized by people, how do you actually handle it?
Ma'am, if someone criticized me, I worked upon it. I find what and
If
what
someone criticizes me, okay? If someone criticizes me, okay?
if someone criticizes me, I first find
Mm-hmm.
out what all mistakes I have done. I worked upon it and then I prove them that your criticism is wrong.
Criticism need not be wrong or right always. It is again a perception. But do
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
like Veena said just before you, that if she is being criticized, she just ignores, okay? She just does not care. Hmm. So, do you think that this is a criticism very seriously and you get choked or affected by the words that they talk about you?
Ma'am, I
How do
don't
you
think
handle?
ma'am, I don't think ignorance is only solution, because if we ignore, people will feel that we are so weak and they criticize again and again and again. They will break you in parts. That's why I work upon it. I prove it that their perception is wrong about me.
Okay. The
As
last
I have
question to
as
you.
I have
The
did my
last
part
question to
yesterday.
you. The last question to you. Are you celebrating Navratri?
Yes, ma'am, I'm celebrating
Why do you
Navratri.
celebrate Navratri?
Ma'am, I'll
Why do you
celebrate
celebrate
Navratri.
Navratri?
Yes, ma'am, I celebrate Navratri to worship the avatars of Navdurga, to worship the power of women. That women are not weak. If a
Do you
woman can,
think that
as I,
Navratri is a ritual which actually greets the women power?
ma'am, I think
Do you think that
Navratri,
Navratri is a festival that greets women power?
yes, ma'am, because whenever people uh, celebrate Navratri, they remember all avatars of Navdurga.
How do you celebrate Navratri?
Ma'am, I take fast of 9 days. I did some worships to Navdurga, sing some bhajans and kirtans with my family, decorate my home, make rangoli, like what we call alankar,
Mhm.
and then we sit to my family, like my sisters and my mother will we will sit together, sing some bhajans of Ma Durga. Then we did aartis of Ma Durga. After that,
Can you tell me that what is the beach chanting mantra for Navratri?
what, ma'am?
What is the beach mantra that we chant for Navratri or Vaishno Devi?
Ma'am, actually, I never reach any mantra. We just sing some aartis, some bhajans.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. It was lovely talking to you, Supriya. I wish you all the very best for your future. Please be a brave girl. Please be a strong girl so that innocence cannot break you. Your trustworthiness, your power of trusting people should be your strength, not your weakness. Okay, I wish you all the very best so that you shine and you can aspire whatever dreams you have perceived in your life. Thank you and all the very best. We know we
Thank
had
you.
some other candidate with us also, na, but I cannot see him.
No,
There was somebody else also.
yes, he left the room. I think so.
Okay, so are we going to get him back?
Uh, because there is no breakout room today. This is the last session, I think so. We don't have the final conclusion.
No,
You,
we had some other participant. I saw him in the participant list, but for the last few minutes, I'm not seeing him. So that's why I'm
he left the
asking.
room.
So are
He's
we
not
are we
coming.
going to get him back in the session? Oh, he left the room. Okay, so we left. Okay, so
No,
we left. May
yes.
we please have you once again?
Okay.
Khushbu.
Good.
Hello, yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we going to get you back once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you left in the midway.
Yes.
Khushbu, you tell me, how do you handle criticism?
How do you handle criticism? Ma'am, I think it's don't take it personally if I criticize in the office or maybe at home or maybe outside with friends and I think, ma'am, that's it. I don't know, ma'am.
Please don't put it in this way that I criticize. It's not you criticize. It is about you being criticized.
Okay.
You you receiving criticism. Okay, if
Okay.
you get criticized, put it in this way. Okay, so what is the meaning of the answer that I could not follow actually? So you is it like that, that you didn't, that you wanted to mean that you don't take criticism seriously? Is it something like that?
Yes, ma'am. I don't take it so personally or maybe some kind of maybe angry. It's okay for me. If someone told me, if someone criticizes, going to criticize me, then it's okay.
Hmm.
Do your work. I'm doing my own work.
And what do you do if that comes from a very near one? If it comes from your mother or father, your husband, what do you do that? What do you do then? Because they're
Ma'am,
your near people. You actually cannot neglect them every time.
yes, ma'am. I can't do anything too much, but just give too much patience, or just stop. Maybe quite for some time, ma'am. Like 1 hour, 2 hour. That's it's okay. I can't to talk go and going to talk to anybody, and maybe with family or friends. I just maybe connect with my kids or maybe connect with my mobile.
Okay. Kushbu, tell me one thing. Do you consider yourself to be a very angry person, or you are peaceful and calm?
Ma'am, I think I'm very peaceful and calm. I can't go too much angry.
Okay, so you think that you are a calm and peaceful person. You do not get angry very easily. What do you do if you get angry sometimes?
And sometimes I get
There is a
angry.
lady who has suggested us in the last day that if you get angry, you should actually have chocolates, and that helps you. So do you want to follow her footsteps?
Excuse me, ma'am, breaking, voice breaking, ma'am. Please repeat. Hello?
Kushbu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you do?
Mm. Ma'am, please repeat, ma'am. It's voice breaking.
There is an issue with the network perhaps. But you are
Yes, ma'am.
completely audible to me. They are completely audible to me. My question to you is, if you get angry, then what do you do?
Ma'am, if I get angry, I can't do anything, ma'am. I just stop my all the works and go with my mobile phone and start talking with my kids. I can't do anything in my home.
As a mother,
Yes,
how do you want to upbring your children? How do you want to bring them up?
ma'am.
As a successful professional or as a successful human being?
Ma'am,
Which one is your
as
priority?
a successful human being is okay for me. I think my thing is that I am a successful woman. It's okay for me. I can't do this and that. I think my kids will also. It's going to be a good human being. It's okay for me.
That's wonderful. If you have to give three virtues of your life to your children, what are the three virtues that you will give them? If
Choose.
you have to give three virtues of your life to your children, what
Yeah.
are those three virtues that you will offer to your children?
Everyone do makes mistakes and has things to learn to about
What
mistakes.
would be the three virtues?
Ma'am, I think makes mistakes is okay, but learn something new with your mistakes. And do help to needy people. And third one is maybe calm and do patience in yourself.
Okay. Okay. Now, say for example, you have won a lottery, and
Yes,
I already have the answers that you can do with the money that you get. You
yes.
will go for a world tour with your family. You will be uh, donating 50% to it, to the society for some charitable work or something like that. Apart from all these plans that you have shared with me, what can be the other three things that you can do with the prize money that you get out of winning a lottery?
Three three things with money. If I won the lottery, then I help needy people and go with some donations.
That answer was already given.
Ma'am, another answer.
Three other option you have to give me.
The other option. I do some good.
Fast. We do not have much time left.
Okay, pass, ma'am, pass.
No, you have to answer. You cannot pass it. It's a must answer question. You have to answer it.
I go with my society to do something for society, like it's a kind of donation maybe or maybe charity.
Okay, so we are done with the timing. Thank you all. Thank you for being here with us. Uh,
Okay,
please,
thank
a humble request to all of you. Remember one thing, whenever you are facing the same interviewer or a new interviewer, please try to reinvent your answers and ask yourself that what can be the possible other answers to the question that I am being asked. Because whatever you answer now, that will frame the question for the next session that you are going to face. This is a very important thumb rule for all of you. Please take care, stay safe. Happy Navratri and happy Durga Puja to all of you, and may we meet soon on the next week. Thank you.
thank
Veena,
you,
can
ma'am.
we please sign off right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you. Take care and good night.